Good afternoon from New York. We're coming on the air with breaking news, very sad news to tell the sports world. The LA Times is reporting that retired Los Angeles Lakers basketball star Kobe Bryant, NBA star Kobe Bryant, was on board that helicopter.
And good evening, and we are coming back on the air with new details on the tragic death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant.
God bless his soul and his daughter and everyone who was on the helicopter, man. It just makes you think about people in the world. Man, we love him.
We laugh at all the good things that have happened since. And we laugh about how much fun it was to raise kids. Let's honor Kobe, Gianna, and the other lives that were lost yesterday by following his example. Love your family, love your teammates, and outwork everyone else in the gym.
His innate character, his being, his spirit was incredible.
I just don't have a lot to say. The news is just devastating to everybody who knew him.
But all this is bullcrap because he is a rapist. In 2003, a star basketballer checks into some hotel in Colorado. He's shown around by a concierge who happens to be a woman. She gives him a tour, he invites her to his room, and as you guessed, forces himself on her. Although in his mind, that was apparently consensual. What followed was a civil lawsuit. Obviously, this was an unfair trial. His family leaked the woman's identity, his fans harassed her, her injuries were dismissed because she might just have had sex with a Caucasian male within the next 2 days. Because if she has sex with another man, you know what that means, right?
Oh my god, she is such a slut.
Later though, they settled the issue outside of court with the clause that the incident would not go on Kobe's record. It's funny because the original case was a civil lawsuit, which meant that Kobe would not be sent to jail and would only have to pay compensation along with the state record. One might wonder why Kobe still paid under the table. Kobe allegedly paid nearly $2.5 million as compensation. Nike, McDonald's, Nutella and some other companies revoked his contract. Oh wait, that's where his punishment ended. A few years later, he signed contracts worth $136 million over 8 years. His career thrived and he was awarded the NBA Most Valuable Player and won multiple medals for his country until his death. Oh, what a hero he died. You might be fascinated to know that the club of influential rapists and sexual offenders isn't exclusive to Kobe Bryant. The President of the United States of America, affectionately remembered for his
locker room talk,
has been accused of sexual harassment by his ex-wife and multiple other women. Star footballer
Cristiano Ronaldo
has been accused of rape and has also accepted to paying $335,000 as hush money. Of course, while we are talking about rapists and sexual offenders, how can we miss our very own Chris Brown? Closer home, Bollywood isn't alien to sexual assaulters walking the red carpet either. Director Sajid Khan faces sexual abuse charges. The Bap of Sanskar, Alok Nath, was accused of sexual harassment and misconduct as well. Even critically acclaimed actor, the late Om Puri, was accused by his wife of domestic abuse and unwarranted sexual advances towards their maid. There is only one single thread that ties all the people we mentioned above. The fact that none of them faced any consequence even though they committed some of the most heinous crimes. The fact that these cases didn't even affect the careers of these people is astonishing. Fueled by public approval, victim shaming and unmoved confidence in game and power, what's shocking is the way that these cases were dismissed. This can be further proven by incidents where Katy Perry forcibly kissed and touched guys she found cute. What followed was narrations on social media dismissing the case of assault and giving the victims the title of a lucky bastard. Kalki Question in a recent interview reminisced about how she forcibly kissed guys in school just for fun. Or the fact that Mike Tyson actually went to jail for sexual assault, didn't serve his full sentence and came out to build up his acting career further, appearing in timeless hits like The Hangover and How I Met Your Mother. Sadly enough, this list does not end here. Here are some other famous people accused of sexual misconduct and abuse. One thing that binds them all is that none of them faced consequences for their crimes just because they're rich and famous.
It is really important to understand how consent works. There are just two simple rules here. Only an enthusiastic yes is a yes. And one can say no even after they've said yes. It doesn't matter how important our heroes are or what their contributions are. If they are sexual abusers, they deserve to rot in jail. Just because they're talented doesn't mean they're good people. Doesn't mean the complaints are false. Narratives are to be judged by survivors, not popularity. Just because the case was closed doesn't mean they weren't guilty. It is often argued that people register cases of sexual assault to get 5 minutes of fame. Lady Justice is blind, but she's not an idiot. If you are with us still now, take a moment and think. Do you know the name of any person who has accused your favorite stars of assault? You don't. It is necessary to understand the importance of power play that results in rape. Ideas like stars don't need to rape are plain wrong. They rape because they know they'll get away with it. Their fans will support them and blame and shame the victims. Celebs who are accused of sexual misconduct often issue a public apology followed by a denial of the same charges. Their crimes get overshadowed by their achievements, and their victims are denied justice because they are not as powerful. The cases of Roman Polanski, Harvey Weinstein, and Chris Brown can further illustrate the fact that only if the victims are in a position of power, their allegations are taken seriously by the fans and the media. Another argument that is given for these celeb rapists is that people complain of assault to destroy their careers. The number of celebs who've actually been convicted for their crimes or whose careers have been affected are negligible. No one ever faces any career downfall. After all, how is rape an important allegation? They are heroes, and they will die as heroes.